know who she is. She just don't know me yet. I hope that you all get everything you want out of this life. By the attitude I done had today. Fight like hell to just be happy existing. I deserve a little love too, you know? Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I don't know if I'm going to be doing a voiceover today or just talking. And by talking, I do mean just talking. I had like a really bad morning, actually day, I guess. Well, it's currently 3:50, so I just had like a bad morning. My life lately has just been, and I can do this on here because I feel like nobody watches my videos. I don't really feel like I'm being too much or like being like hella vulnerable on camera. I don't think I would really care actually, but you know how some people are. Don't overshare on camera. And I'm like, you know what? There are probably so many people going through the same issues as me. So why not just be more of an open book? I can give a little bit of something. I was looking at the trajectory of my life and I'm 30 years old. And I just feel like I've never really had a passion for doing anything in this life. Aside from literally what I'm doing right now. But I never did it because I just never felt like it would be accepted very well in my realm of the world. And I just never felt confident enough to do it. And now that I do feel confident to do it, I'm like, damn, I was too old to do this. And you know, stuff don't really go as you would want it to go in the beginning whenever you're starting stuff. I mean, some people shoot off into the stars, like they don't even be trying and they just okay, I'm sorry, my camera cut off. But as I was saying, I just don't feel like sometimes people, you know, they don't even try and they get it, you know what I'm saying? But then I feel like there are people like me per se who have to go through hell and high water just to get a simple, you know, a simple thing. And it's just, you know, and that's been like throughout most of my life, honestly. I just can't really remember a time whenever I didn't have to work my ass off for anything I wanted or anything I got. So, and then it was always like the people around me didn't really have to work as hard. Or that's what it seemed like. I won't say that's what it was, but that's just what it seemed like to me. I just always wanted to be that person that you know, made it out of the mud and like made it doing something I really wanted to do, so I can show people like, hey, just keep going and things will work out for you. Just keep going, don't give up, and things will work out for you. Because there were so many times I truly wanted to give up, but I just want to prove to myself that I can do it. And all the things I've wanted to do since I was freaking 14, I can do those things. I can gain the confidence, I can live a soft life, I can be in my entire feminine era, I can encourage people to do the same. I just never had a passion for anything. I remember I was going to school for nursing, like when I first started going to college, I absolutely hated it, and I just knew it wasn't for me. I've always known I wanted to help people, so then I went, okay, maybe I'll be a therapist, maybe I'll be an anesthesiologist assistant, but nothing ever just clicked to me. I'm in school for something that I just feel like will establish my life financially, I guess. And yes, I do want to do, like, it's something I feel like I could really love to do. But as far as like it being like my passion, like I thrive off of this, absolutely not. You kind of have to do something in this world. You can't just not do anything. So I decided that this is something that I feel like would be okay for me to do. And what do you do whenever people are like, if you're not passionate about it, if this is not something you live and you breathe and you just want to wake up and do it, then you shouldn't be doing it. And it's like, okay, lady, I hear you, but at the same time, how does that work? Because at some point we all have to make a living. I've worked so many different jobs, y'all. Like, I've been a janitor, I've been anything from a janitor to an administrative assistant, and neither one of them I was happy doing. So my last job, I quite literally feel like I got fired because I didn't live and breathe them. Like, I wasn't like stuck at my desk. Like, I really feel like I got fired because they just didn't like me as a person. They didn't like that I just came to work to do my job. I didn't come to work to like make friends and like do all that. And like, I wasn't up there, but I don't really feel like I need to be. If I would have went to school to be a therapist, I truly feel like I would have been a little bit more happier than this now, because I like talking to people, I like helping people. I just want to encourage people, and I want people to know that you can quite literally do whatever you want to do in this life, because it's literally, we live in such a big world and we're such little ants in this huge world. I feel like we should be able to do whatever we put our mind to doing. But with something like this, like something like this, you kind of, it's more about the people. It's not really mostly about you, because I feel like I could post the best content in the world or the worst content in the world, and it's just up to the people to give a crap. You know, so something like this is a little bit different. I feel like people love the aesthetics, and me personally, I don't know that I'm that aesthetic. Especially, I'm definitely not a neutral world. Like, I think I tried to be at some point, but I was like, this isn't for me. I'm more rustic vibes. I'm more like country, and like I like to have a little bit of color in my life. Like, I'm very dimensional. Like, I have a lot of dimensions to me, honestly. I just feel like in order to make it on these types of platforms, you really do have to like be somebody, know somebody. Freaking, it's kind of like the real world if you think about it. Like, gotta have look, know somebody, be somebody, like have like hella good aesthetics, or you know, you're really just floating. You're just a fish in the sea, baby. I was listening to a podcast this morning by Danielle Walters, I think is her name, or Walter. And she said something about, if you get the ick basically from going to work every day, if you absolutely hate going to work, not just the morning of like, oh, I just don't feel like getting up and going to work today, not that. Like, if you truly like just get anxiety from going to work, then that's truly not what you're meant to do in this life. But you can say that all day, and it's just like, okay, 100%, I understand that. But what if what you want to do is something that you feel like maybe you'll never achieve, because it's not really based off of work ethic. Like, people always say, be consistent, do this, do that, and your wildest dreams are gonna come true. I don't really know if that's true yet. I'm still working it and trying to figure it out. I pray to God that it's true, because I really want people to know, like, if a girl like me out of literally bumfuck nowhere can do something that they put their mind to and they're consistent about and they work hard at it, then I feel like anybody can do it, literally. Like, where I'm from, people don't really do this. People laugh at people who do stuff like this. Your family don't really understand stuff like this. Your closest friends don't really understand stuff like this. Nobody's really going to support you with stuff like this. So it's truly just up to you to just not care and just do you. I've dealt with so much, like, as far as like me having anxiety, me being a shy girl, me being an extreme introvert and recluse, me dealing with like all of the quote unquote traumas that everybody in life deals with, not feeling good enough, me dealing with self-esteem issues. Like, maybe if I was like born in a different place, I would be better off. I always said that. I always like, I wish I would have been born in like, I don't know, California or something, or freaking, I don't know, anywhere but here. I say anywhere but here, but not literally anywhere but here. Let's clarify. Not anywhere but here, but I used to wish sometimes I was a different person, honestly. I wish I had a different personality. I wish I was more like bouncy and like, you know, I'm happy to be here all the time, and it's just not me. Like, I feel like I'm like that with like the people I'm closest to, or I'm like that when I'm by myself, but I'm not like that 24/7. I'm not like that bouncy person that you meet and she just wants to talk your ear off. I'm just not her. But sometimes I truly wish I was her. Like, me being vulnerable, oh my God, that's always been an issue. Like, once I was close to people, people would say I was too emotional. I was doing too much. I talked too much. You know, like, I was too deep. That was what I always got. I'm too deep. I think too much. My mind goes a mile a minute. And I think all that is true about me, and I feel like it's okay to be that way. I feel like it's okay, because there are so many battles that people like silently face, because I am one of those people that silently face a lot of battles. I wish people would talk more about this, you know? I wish people were more open about this. Everybody don't have to be open. It just takes a couple of people to make you feel like you have a tribe that you belong to, and I love that. Like, I see people that are like 24 and 26, and they're like, when I turn 30, I expect to have this, and this. And I feel like I was definitely that kid when I was 20, not kid, but I was definitely that person when I was 26 that felt like, hey, when I'm 30, I'm gonna have this, I'm gonna have my house, I never really wanted babies, but you know, I'm gonna have like my house, and this and that, and look at me, 30, and ain't really got much, but a little bit of wisdom, barely. I feel like this video 100% is gonna be all over the place because I'm all over the place. That's just that person I am. Like, I'm gonna be talking about this, and I'm gonna jump to that, and then it's gonna be this, and it's gonna be that. So I'm sorry ahead of time for that. I'm finally learning how to show up for myself. I'm learning that it doesn't matter. I'm learning that everything in this life, truly, most of it, like as far as like stuff like this, caring about what people think, it doesn't matter. Just live the way you want to live. Live according, for me personally, I'm trying to live according to the word God, and I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. I don't clarify myself to be like a Christian or anything like that. I believe in God, and that's what I know is true. So I try not to lie. I don't steal. I give back. I can work on my selfishness. That's for dang sure. I'm a very selfish person, you guys. And I have no problem admitting that because it's a fact. I am very selfish. Or even when I was like made fun of when I was younger for freaking liking what I like, whether it was poetry or otherwise. That's one thing I love about this generation. This generation don't give a shit about shit. They just do their thing, and I freaking love that for them, and I wish I had that. But I'm trying to reclaim my time, get myself back, and be the best version of myself. Is that possible? Can I do it? One thing I will say about myself, I never saw myself having a boyfriend. I'll be honest. Like, I feel like even when I thought about having a boyfriend or like even a husband or something, I always thought we would like have separate houses just because of the person I am. I always was like, we're gonna have separate houses. Like, literally, I wanted separate houses because I love that's how much I love my space. But now that I have a boyfriend of 3 years, about to be 3 years, it's just like, okay, who's staying in the separate house? Yeah, you can have a little man cave and stuff like that, but shit, I feel like a lot of people were like, whoa, what? What? You're in a relationship? That's crazy, and it's actually lasting? That's crazy. I just never really gave a shit about guys, personally. And I wasn't not like gay or anything. I just never cared about guys, like in the general sense. Like, I never was that girl that was like cared about what a guy looks like, or like if you want to talk to, I don't know, I just, you want to talk to him in a bar, or like, I'm not going up to a guy in a bar, like what? Something else I also used to think about myself, I really hope I don't offend anybody, I'm not a feminist. So one thing I used to think I was a feminist, that's why I'm saying that. I love equality. I love women's rights. I love everything about women wanting to, I love equal pay. I love all that. But I'm just like, me personally, I want to be a stay-at-home wife. Not stay-at-home mom. I just want to be a stay-at-home wife. And I realized that about myself once I got a boyfriend. Because I was so used to being so independent. And now I'm just like, girl, no. Like, I'm a woman. Like, girl, I ain't nobody trying to be going to work every fucking day. And I don't even want my man to be going to work every day, to be honest. Hey, that's one thing about me. Like, I don't want to go to work, but I also don't really want my man to go to work. I just want both of us to do something we love and we're passionate about, and we can like just be happy. I feel like I've been through so much. It's like, damn, when is it gonna end, honey? Like, dang, I'm still going through shit. Like, I ain't learned the lesson that I'm meant to learn yet. And this like, I've been doing like my content planner and stuff. This wasn't even something I was supposed to be posting. I ain't got this nowhere on my little calendar. I don't know, I just felt like I had a really crappy day and I wanted to come on here and vent about it because, I'll be honest, not a lot of people, first of all, not a lot of people watch these videos. Second of all, even if a lot of people did watch this video, I really wouldn't care because, like I said, I'm pretty much an open book. I have pretty tough skin about certain things now. All the crap that had happened to me, all the friends that had done me wrong and still doing me wrong to this day. If you want to do something in this life, just do it. Don't worry about what other people say. Like, there are some people who see me doing this and they think, oh, she just hopping on a bandwagon. Baby, I've been watching YouTube since I was like, since I found out what YouTube was, since I found out what the internet was, and that's when I had dial up. So I've always loved YouTube. I'm an OG to YouTube, and I've always wanted to do it. I just never had the confidence to do it. I didn't think I was pretty enough. I still struggle with that from time to time. I never want people to feel like I don't know, obviously there might be people, but like in my life, I've only mostly witnessed very confident people. Like around me, there's always been very confident people, and I think it's because that's what I've always lacked. Like, I feel like I was always surrounded, like even my boyfriend, he's like hella confident. He's like a hella confident man. He's a Capricorn. You know how they be. But he's a very confident man, and I've never been a confident girl. Like, I've just never had it. wasn't programmed that way. People say you attract what you are, and I don't really think that's true. I'm gonna go ahead and negate that. I don't think it's true. I think you attract what you lack, personally. I feel like I've always been around people who were like extremely confident or extremely like into themselves. So it always made me feel a certain type of way. Like, but I never really just been the it girl. I've never been the it girl. So I think that's my journey right now. I think my journey is trying to figure out how to establish myself in this world and be the girl I've always imagined, because I've always imagined myself in this light girl. I've always imagined myself being an it girl. I've always imagined my higher self, the way I would like to dress, the way I would like to be, the way I would like to present myself to the world. I've always imagined her. Like, I know who she is. I know her. She just don't know me yet. And that's okay, because I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there. It's just me. Like, when you start getting like to the end of your head, you just stop caring. Let's talk about one more thing, and then I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop talking to myself. Like, I feel like in life I have not found my tribe, and it would really suck for me to like go on in this life and never find my tribe, never find the people that I'm supposed to be with. You know, even if it's just like 2 people, that's fine. But I just don't even think I have one. People think I'm too much, or they like just write me off. That's always been the theme in my life, with my relationships and everything. Not this relationship, obviously. I mean, like friendships and, you know, stuff like that. But also, I feel like me and my boyfriend are very similar people. I don't think we're just alike, but I do think we're like heavily similar. And I feel like a lot of what I lacked, he has, and I feel like vice versa. A lot of what I have, he lacks, and I feel like right now we're going through like a really big, honestly, we've been going through a tough patch since we got together, child. I'm over it. Not like arguing and shit, I don't mean that, I mean like life. But we've just been going through it, and I feel like maybe our time is near, but who knows? I pray it is. You just never know. I really hope I don't look like insane, because this really did help me. Like, filming this video truly helped me in my attitude today. My little attitude I done had today. It really helped put things in perspective. It is what it is, and it's going to be what it's going to be. If you want to do something, like, just do it, honey. I don't know the time frame of like when it might happen. I don't know any of that, and I don't think it's for me to know. I think for me right now, I'm just supposed to exist and try, like, fight like hell to just be happy existing. But that's pretty much it. I just wanted to come on here and talk to you guys. My hair didn't come out as straight as I would like for it to come out, but it's okay. I really hope that my blabbermouth related to somebody. I really hope that my vulnerability wasn't like mischief. I hope that you all get everything you want out of this life and more, because you deserve it. And I will catch you guys on the next video. Can we get it together?